Joe on the track, man.
Some game challenge, man. That's it. All them offers. I'm sitting in the house, I'm loading up the pump. I'm loading up the Uzi. I got a couple M16s, a couple 9s. I got a couple joints with some silencers on. I'm just loading up clips, a couple grenades. Got a missile launcher with a couple, missiles. I'm ready for war.
Packing a fool on swagging a fool. Yeah. That's how we do on swagging a fool. Yeah.
Serving the news, giving all the tea.
Yeah. It's real live in this WAC. Yeah. Packing a fool on swagging a fool. Yeah. That's how we do on swagging a fool. Yeah.
Serving the news, giving all the tea.
Yeah. It's real live in this WAC. Yeah. A straight fool, yeah, you know how we act. Yeah. Real news coming straight from the swag. Every week giving y'all the tea. Yeah, John and G. Tell your peeps tune into the real. Then the news ain't real. Sit back, chillin', let's get cool. It's time to watch that swaggin' a fool. And we officially here. Another episode, another week. We got J-Max, we got GSPN, we got Al. So grab your shakers, grab your jerseys, grab your towels. Shout out to Dell and the Crazy Man on the track. We got Joe on the track. Hey, Jackson State, Grambling State, Alcorn State, Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Prairie View A&M, Mississippi Valley, Texas, Southern Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman. And don't think I ain't forget. We won't. I say, go. Shout out to the mighty Jaguars, man. We back. Swacking the fool. We still swacking and acting. We swacking and we acting, yeah.
What's up? It's your boy GSPN. I'm back again today. Today, I'm gonna be talking about them Jackson State Tigers. They got a shot at 3P. You've seen the thumbnail. I got Michael Jordan in the thumbnail because I feel like they got a shot at 3P and they brought in enough talent to be able to 3P. So I'm gonna be telling y'all today which one, a couple of the players that I like, that I think will come and make impacts early and quick. So today, first off, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. First off, in order to 3P, I think you got to have a trigger man. You got to have a trigger man to 3P. And Jack State went out there and brought in some really good trigger men. One is Jason Brown, who I really, really like. I like Jason Brown. He was an all-conference player his freshman year at St. Francis. That's the FCS school. He transferred from there and went to South Carolina where he played a little bit before Spencer Rattler came. And he left and went to Virginia Tech. And things didn't work out. So he decided to come back to the portal. And he came back FCS. And I think he's gonna do some damage to Jackson State. I personally think he'll be the starter. But he also brought in some other quarterbacks, the short kid from JUCO, and they also brought in a transfer from ULL. I like Jason Brown the most. I think he has the most upside. Really, really good kid. So I think he's gonna do a good job there. And TC locking it down early, just getting that trigger man does a lot for the class. And I think you got to have a trigger man to 3P, and I think they have a trigger man that can lead them to a 3P. Also, they got Seven McGee. That's one of the players I really, really like. Running back, wide receiver, 4-star kid, can play both from Oregon. Y'all know Seven McGee. Seven McGee electric. He electric, so that's good for him. Brandon Johnson, the 6'4" receiver, big body receiver. I really, really like him as well. Isaiah Kendall from Arkansas. That's a kid I want to show you guys today. Big kid, 6'3" kid, 175. Big kid. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of his film today. He's probably my favorite receiver out of this class. I love his size and just how he moves, catch the ball with his hands. So I'm gonna show a little bit of him today. Isaiah Kendall. He was a 4-star kid, 3-star, 4-star kid. You know how they do. He can go up and get it. Shout out to TC for going get this monster class. They lost a lot, but they replaced a lot too. So go up and get it. Big kid, physical kid. And Jackson State didn't lose as much as people actually thought they did as well. A lot of those kids came back. And look at this dude. He can return kicks too, versatile. long stride, long kid. But yeah, they didn't lose as much as a lot of people thought they did. They lost a lot, but they didn't lose as much as a lot of people thought they did. They was able to bring in talent too, so I think they'll be right back at one of the top teams of the Swag another year. Good hands. I like this kid. Jackson stay loaded at receiver. They stay loaded at receiver. One thing they did is they're gonna make sure Jason Brown got some weapons. Kid from Arkansas. I don't know how they find him in Arkansas. Jackson State, what y'all doing in Arkansas? What you doing in Arkansas? We don't be in Arkansas too much, but that's a really good kid. Another kid is Tristan Sion, a 3-star, 4-star kid. He's actually a Baton Rouge native. I love this kid. He's actually a Baton Rouge native, but he played high school football at Rickers High in Tallahassee. So they went to Tallahassee in FAMU's backyard and took this kid. I actually thought this kid was gonna flip and go to Tallahassee, but he didn't. He stayed committed and he went to Jackson State. He committed and signed to Jackson State. Show you a little bit of this kid. I think he's a big time kid, versatile kid. Tristan Sion, check him out. Play safety in corner. That's what I like about him. Ball hawk. Return it. Do something with it. He can return it. Now he lined up at corner. He can do both. I like him at corner too. I think he probably be a safety at Jackson. I like him at corner too. Got that swagger with him. You see how he got that swagger with it. Another pick. Like I said, ball hawk. Can do both. He's at corner again right here. Can do both. This is right there in FAMU's backyard. So this is a big one. They beat FAMU again. That's a good one with a pick. But Tristan Sion, he was one of my favorites as well for Jackson State. But they had a loaded class. Because I also like Isaias Guthrie, the Delaware State transfer at safety. There was another huge signing for Jackson State. I think they shocked a lot. I think TC shocked a lot of people. TC ain't been loud. He ain't been doing all the typing, all the dancing in the videos and all the talking. He just been head down working. Shout out to Ken Clark and my boy Zoe. They put me on a lot of these players, and they told me like we got a lot of players coming back, and they did have a lot of players coming back. Quay Davis is another kid that comes to mind. Big 6'8" kid, offensive lineman out of Texas. Big kid. Stanley Cooks, 6'2". Defensive tackle, that's another 3-star. I just think they had a really, really good class. Also brought in a receiver, Mike Williams. Mike Williams from Natchez, Mississippi, in the Alcorn area. Everybody know I'm an Alcornite. He's in the Alcorn area. They stole him out of our backyard. So TC, man, you starting off on the wrong foot. Watch yourself now. But Mike Williams, really good kid, dynamic playmaking, play wide receiver and DB. That's another 3-star kid going there. Another kid I really, really like that been flying under the radar a little bit is Tim Stewart, the Troy University transfer. I like him. They recruited him out of high school, and they weren't able to get him, but they spent the block. TC spent the block and was able to get him to come back. I think it's gonna be huge for him. And another kid is Phillip Well, the defensive end from Jackson. From LSU. I don't think he didn't do much at LSU, but I think it wasn't his fault. He just can get on the field and things like that. But I do think he's very, very talented. From everybody I talked to from LSU says he's very, very talented. I talked to my guys from the Golden Boot who cover LSU, and they say this kid is very, very talented. He can kind of be like that James Houston mode where he's versatile, he can stand up, play in. So he's going to be able to rush the pass. He was very, very talented. Just couldn't get on the field at LSU for different reasons. But that's big, So shout out to him. Also, shout out to Jackson State. I want to give them a big shout out because they hired 2 great defensive coaches. I know one, the defensive coordinator, Jonathan Bradley, comes from Alcorn State. He was at Alcorn State's. He was my DC last year. I mean, he was my defensive line coach last year. I'm sorry. My defensive line coach last year. Great guy, great coach, better man. The players going to play hard for him. He was a great defensive line coach for us last year. He also was a DC previously at UAPB. So just got to give a big shout out to Jonathan Bradley. Also, Terenzo Quinn. He'll be Jackson State's DB coach. I don't know if he's corner, safety, but I know he's gonna be coaching DBs. He coached our safeties at Alcorn last year, so he's over the DBs at Jackson State. And let me tell you something, y'all got a really good coach in Terenzo Quinn, man. Kids love him. Student of the game, very knowledgeable about the game. They can recruit. Both of these guys can recruit. I'm telling you, first-hand experience. Jackson State got two good coaches, Jonathan Bradley, Terenzo Quinn. Got really good coaches. So them my guys. You know, y'all on the other side now. So ain't no more handshake. I just got to nod at you. Coach. But y'all my guys. Y'all know y'all my guys. But that's Jackson State. I think they got a really good class. They got a chance to three-peat. Will they three-peat? I don't know. It's going to depend on what the rest of the SWAC do. But they definitely have a team that can come back and three-peat. They have a lot of talent. They brought back a lot of talent. And so they definitely have a team that can three-peat. It's going to be if the rest of the SWAC also has a talent to match and to compete with it. But I do think this team has enough to three-peat. And we're going to find out early with starting off with South Carolina State, then FAMU, Southern. We're going to find out early what this team made of. But those are my kids that I really, really liked out of this signing class. Isaiah Kendall, Seven McGee, Tristan Sion, Jason Brown, the trigger man, Stanley Cooks is the defense tackle, like I said, Tim Stewart, Mike Williams, Phillip Will from LSU. So we're going to see. Can TC do it? Let me know in the comments if you think TC can three-peat. I think he'll have a good shot. I think it's going to come down to him and FAMU again to come out the East. In their first game in Miami, the second game for Jackson State in Miami, it's going to be another, whoever takes that game wins the East. That's my opinion. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about the Jackson State recruiting class. It's your boy GSPN. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Become a member of the channel. We're going to be doing some more live videos. It's your boy GSPN, and I'm out.